Meanwhile, Senate has formally urged the federal government to prioritize engaging local indigenous contractors in the execution of small-scale federal government contracts to stimulate grassroots economic development. This call was sequel to a motion sponsored by Senator Saiq Suleiman during today's plenary session. Senator Suleiman Sadiq had in his motion emphasized that involving local contractors will enhance community participation, create jobs, boost productivity, foster ownership of public projects, and ensure government spending circulates within local economies.
Further notes that despite existing local content policies and initiatives, including the Renew Hope Infrastructure Development Fund by the current administration, numerous small-scale federal government contracts, particularly below 50 million naira, are often executed by larger non-indigenous firms, thereby limiting direct economic benefits to local communities and stifling the growth of nascent indigenous enterprises across the 774 local government areas.
Senators expressed dissatisfaction with the current lack of involvement of local contractors in federal contracts, linking it to reduced economic growth and fewer employment opportunities.
My appeal is that the federal government should look at the possibility of assisting these local contractors, especially those with low income, a project or a bricklayer or a iron bender that can do a project of 50 million naira will not be able to do it locally. They will bring somebody from somewhere to come and do it because he has been able to meet all the requirements.
While we are doing this thing, look at what we have discovered over time. So I think this particular motion is timely, is welcome. This is people's motion. This is local people's motion. For some of us who are local contractors, before coming to the National Assembly, this is a very good feeling. And I look back and I have led people who are unable to meet up because they don't have these requirements. Even while I was outside there, it took time for me to also meet the requirements of the BPE.
First of all, let me commend the mover of the motion for bringing this motion forward because we are being shortchanged. Our contractors are being shortchanged in their land because jobs, contracts that are supposed to be awarded and executed by local contractors are given to foreigners. It's not as if we don't like foreigners, but no, people should not remain jobless. Those who have taken onto themselves to be local contractors, they should be patronized.
Is that we also have to educate, persuade, and enlighten Nigeria businessmen and women, particularly the construction industry, in trying to be patriotic, not only to give contract to a Nigerian, but the Nigeria that has stake in my state. What did I find? I was forced to have to revoke that contract because of the core quality of work.
President of the Senate, Senator Godswill Akpabio, supported amending existing laws to make it easier and more flexible for local contractors to win contracts, highlighting the need for a level playing field.
Because with the prayers that we have adopted today, I believe this will cure all the defects that we have found in the contracting system and the shortchanging of local contractors and even the unnecessary conditionalities of experience when you have never been given an opportunity. And also the idea of shutting out newly registered companies from participating even when the profile of the board members or the ownership, clearly show capacity to perform.